Stephen Hawking was one of the most famous scientists in the world. He was born on January 8, 1942 in Oxford, England. His parents were Frank and Isabel Hawking. Stephen had two sisters, Philippa and Mary, and a brother named Edward. When Stephen was a child, he was very curious and loved to learn new things. He enjoyed taking things apart to see how they worked. His family called him Einstein because he was so smart. Stephen was always interested in the stars and the universe. He wanted to understand how everything worked. Stephen went to school in St. Albans, a town near London. He was not the best student at first, but he loved science and math. When he was 17, he went to University College in Oxford to study physics. Physics is the study of matter, energy, and how the universe works. Stephen worked very hard and graduated with honors. After Oxford, he went to Cambridge University to study cosmology. Cosmology is the study of the universe and how it began. Stephen was very excited to learn more about the stars, planets, and galaxies. When Stephen was 21 years old, something very sad happened. He was diagnosed with a disease called ALS, or amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. This disease affects the nerves in the brain and spinal cord. Doctors told him he would only live for a few more years. Stephen was very upset, but he did not give up. He decided to focus on his work and continue studying the universe. He believed that there was so much to discover, and he wanted to make a difference. Stephen Hawking became very famous for his work on black holes. A black hole is a place in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, not even light. Stephen discovered that black holes can emit radiation, which is now called Hawking radiation. This was a very important discovery in physics. It helps scientists understand more about how the universe works. Stephen's work made him one of the most respected scientists in the world. Stephen also wrote a book called A Brief History of Time. This book explains the universe in a simple way so that everyone can understand it. It became very popular and sold millions of copies around the world. People loved the book because it made science interesting and easy to understand. Stephen wanted everyone to know about the wonders of the universe. He believed that science was for everyone, not just for scientists. Even though Stephen's body was very weak because of his disease, his mind was very strong. He used a wheelchair to move around and a special computer to speak. The computer had a voice that sounded robotic, but it became very famous. People recognized Stephen's voice immediately. He gave many lectures and interviews, and he always had a sense of humor. He once said, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny." Stephen believed that humor was important, even when life was difficult. Stephen Hawking believed that humans should explore space. He thought it was important for the future of humanity. He said that one day, humans might need to leave Earth and live on another planet. He also warned about the dangers of artificial intelligence. He believed that robots could become too smart and might not listen to humans. Stephen wanted people to think carefully about the future and how technology could change the world. Stephen received many awards for his work. He was given the Albert Einstein Award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and many other honors. He was also a member of the Royal Society, which is a very prestigious group of scientists. Despite his illness, Stephen continued to work and inspire people all over the world. He showed that even when life is very difficult, you can still achieve great things. Stephen Hawking was not just a scientist. He was also a symbol of hope and determination. He showed that even when life is very difficult, you can still achieve great things. He never let his disability stop him from pursuing his dreams. He once said, "However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at." Stephen's life teaches us that we should never give up, no matter how hard things are. Stephen had 3 children with his first wife, Jane Wilde. Their names are Robert, Lucy, and Timothy. Stephen and Jane were married for 30 years before they divorced. Later, Stephen married Elaine Mason, but they also divorced after 11 years. Stephen's family was very important to him, and he loved spending time with his children and grandchildren. He was a loving father and always supported his family. Stephen Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018, at the age of 76. People all over the world were very sad when they heard the news. He was one of the greatest scientists of all time, and his work will never be forgotten. Stephen's life teaches us that no matter how hard things are, we should never give up. He showed us that the human mind is very powerful and can achieve amazing things. Stephen Hawking's story is not just about science. It is also about courage and hope. He faced many challenges in his life, but he never stopped dreaming. He believed that the universe is full of mysteries, and he wanted to understand them. His work has inspired millions of people to study science and explore the world around them. Stephen once said, "Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious." These words remind us to always be curious and to never stop learning. Stephen Hawking's legacy will continue to inspire future generations to explore the universe and to never give up on their dreams. He was a brilliant scientist, a loving father, and an inspiration to people all over the world. His life shows us that even in the face of great challenges, we can achieve incredible things. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest minds in history. His work has changed the way we understand the universe, and his story will continue to inspire people for many years to come. Stephen Hawking's contributions to science are immense. He helped us understand black holes, the Big Bang, and the nature of time. His theories have shaped modern physics and cosmology. But more than that, Stephen Hawking showed us the power of the human spirit. He proved that no matter what obstacles we face, we can overcome them with determination and hard work. His life is a reminder that we should never stop asking questions and seeking answers. Stephen's story is also a reminder of the importance of education and curiosity. He believed that everyone should have the opportunity to learn and explore the world. He once said, "The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge." This means that we should always be open to new ideas, and never think we know everything. Stephen's life encourages us to keep learning, and to never stop wondering about the universe. In conclusion, Stephen Hawking was a brilliant scientist, a loving father, and an inspiration to people all over the world. His life shows us that even in the face of great challenges, we can achieve incredible things. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest minds in history. His work has changed the way we understand the universe, and his story will continue to inspire people for many years to come. Stephen Hawking's legacy is a reminder that the human spirit is strong and that we should never stop dreaming.